Welcome to Mostly Sports. I'm Mark Titus. He is Brandon Walker. Today is Monday, January 22nd. We are live from Chicago. And what do you want to talk about, Brandon?
Football, Mark, but I'd like to put a timer up there, 37 minutes until we talk about Caitlin Clark brutally attacking an innocent Ohio State fan. Football. Football. I watched two things the entirety of the weekend. I watched 4 NFL football games, and I watched in great detail every single angle, Zapruder style, of Caitlin Clark brutally assaulting an Ohio State very innocent fan.
Let's talk about the football.
Let's talk about football.
I imagine once we start the Caitlin Clark discussion, we might be stuck on it for a while.
Okay, all right.
So let's try to let's begrudgingly talk about the NFL playoffs.
Brutal.
As badly as I want to talk about women's basketball.
Brutal is selling it short. It was. I showed my kid. My kids stayed home from school today. They could not face humanity after that. Lions or Bills? No, let's start with the Bills.
Yeah,
they stepped on the rake again. That's what I feel like.
Yeah.
They did. There were multiple games this weekend. You know, Lions handled their business. The Ravens handled their business. But as far as the Niners and the Chiefs go, I feel like the Bills and the Packers both kind of just shit down their leg.
Yeah, with the Bills, Bills fans will disagree. But the part of me that wants to see the Bills get over the hump. Yeah. I feel like after yesterday, I'm just at peace with it. That, like, the Bills will never be good, and they'll just never do it. This one, again, I'm not a Bills fan, but like this, I always cheer for the Bills in the playoffs because they'd be a fun story if they won a Super Bowl. And I think this one like wasn't even a heartbreak. This was just like a yep. This is there it is. That is the Buffalo Bills. And I if Bass makes the field goal, they're still losing the game. If Josh Allen connects on the touchdown pass that he missed,
they lost that game the second they sent the kicker out because. They
were just losing the game.
It was a minute 47 left. They were going to tie the game against Patrick Mahomes. You lost. Yeah, that's over.
I also feel that way about Josh Allen. By the way, that like we said on Friday we're going to come in on Monday. Who are we going to rip apart for losing? Josh Allen and the Bills were kind of high on the list because we thought if not now, then when for the Bills? You have the Chiefs at home. The opportunity is right there for you. And I kind of felt the same thing where I was like, Josh Allen kind of did fuck up his legacy's not his if there was ever a path for Josh Allen to be considered a legendary type quarterback, it does feel like that's going to be slightly out of reach.
He needs to
forever
get to going. He needs
he needs to like win games like this. But also I was watching yesterday, I was like, it's okay. I think this is who the Bills are. I think this is who Josh Allen is. He's not bad. He's not a bad quarterback. Yeah. He's very, very, very fucking good. He's just like, so for me, it was less about like the Bills fucked up again, or it was more like the Chiefs are just inevitable and Patrick Mahomes is inevitable. And even if they kick the field goal, even if they score the touchdown, the Chiefs were going to win the game because they're the fucking Chiefs.
To me, Josh Allen is a prime example of exactly how hard being a top-level NFL quarterback is. If you look at everything that happened, he played a pretty phenomenal football game. He had 3 drops from wide receivers. He threw a 65-yard pass that Stephon Diggs just whiffed on. He threw a couple others. But ultimately, those things happen within the course of the game. They got the ball back. They had a chance to take the lead. He drives them straight down. But when it came time to make that play and win that game, it's the 2 plays he didn't make that defines him more than all the plays that he did make. Is that fair? No, but that's the cost of being an NFL franchise quarterback who gets paid hundreds of millions of dollars. Those last 2, that last drive was bizarre. They started taking the air out of the ball. They started taking the clock down. They took it under the 2-minute warning, but then I just assumed they were going to go score. Everything looked so easy. Yeah. They moved down the field. They get to the 30-yard line. All of a sudden, he's got Diggs going on a crosser, but he says, no, I'm going to throw a wounded duck to the end zone. And Tony Romo bailed him out, said, oh, my God, he got hit by Chris Jones. No, he didn't.
He didn't really.
He didn't.
He was kind of in his face a little bit. if you're an NFL,
he got grazed by the tackle.
Yeah,
but that's not Mahomes. Ain't happening to Mahomes?
If this was high school football, I could see how that would affect your throw.
And then third down, he scrambles. He takes it all the time, and he gets himself in a position where he can't throw, and he throws all the way down the field. And all of a sudden, they ask a kicker and win to kick a 40-whatever-yard field goal, and the game's over. But like the margin is razor thin. Mahomes would have made those plays.
Right. That's
Josh Allen
didn't.
Is. And you're right. That's fine. He happens to live in an era where he plays a quarterback every year who's going to make those plays.
Yeah. Like Josh Allen's like an A- quarterback.
And Patrick Mahomes is an A+.
Yeah, that's really all it is. And yeah, it was that was my reaction too. Is like the game was over and I was like, I don't really want my pound of flesh from Josh Allen and the Bills like I thought I would if they fucked this game up. It was like a calm, peaceful feeling of like even the Bass missed kick. I was like, this feels like a scenario where that guy should be cut from the team tomorrow. And
by the way, how missed was that kick?
It was badly missed.
that was a missed ass kick.
He should be drawn and quartered in the Buffalo town. But I also was just like, I don't think so. I think like of course if it was me, I would have made the kick. So yeah, like I do think he fucked it up. But yeah, it was. I think Buffalo, for me, I just feel like you should just resign yourself to the fact that this is who you are as a franchise, which isn't a loser. You're not a loser.
Yeah.
It's just you're the Intercontinental Champion. You're good enough to be like the mid-tier.
So it's a good belt.
You're really good. You're gonna have a fun season. Next year will be a fun Bill season. You just can't get over the hump. There's no real rivalry there.
I really thought McDermott went too far in the post-game press conference when they asked him about it, and he said this is the worst thing that's happened since Bin Laden was killed. I was like, dude, relax, man. Also, choosing the middle of the fourth quarter of the most important game of the year as the time to secure comeback player of the year for Damar Hamlin was quite the quite the choice. Like, are they sitting over there? All right. We have 52 players. that are definitely healthy and can do everything they've always done, but they'll never see this coming. And Damar Hamlin, and then the Chiefs, well, they didn't almost bail him out, but they fumble in the end zone, and then like things were working out for Buffalo. Every time they tried to shit down their leg, the Chiefs would return the shit.
Yeah, right.
And until the shitting could shit no more, the shit was out. But you know what? You're right about one thing. It's so easy to take your pound of flesh. It's so easy to just concentrate on who lost. What about who won? What about the fucking like Travis Kelce had been left for dead.
Yep.
The Taylor Swift ruined him. He can't do this anymore. 2 touchdowns yesterday. He's throwing up hearts. Jason Kelce is shirtless and he's attacking people in the crowd. Patrick Mahomes is inevitable is the right word for him.
Yeah, the Chiefs receivers who have been dog shit all year weren't dog shit yesterday.
No. They're just making beautiful catches down the sidelines.
Yeah, and then that's what
Pacheco's the hardest running guy in the world.
Oh my god. That was kind of my takeaway from the game. Is like I every instinct I have says we should be killing Buffalo, but and we should. Like if you're trying to hold Buffalo to the standard of if you're trying to hold Josh Allen to the Patrick Mahomes standard, if you're trying to hold the Bills to the a Super Bowl standard, obviously this isn't good enough. But I think that like I've seen enough from the Bills to be like that shouldn't be the framework by which we judge it. I think Josh Allen's Phillip Rivers. He's just like he's very good. If you say he's a bad quarterback, you're a bozo.
Yeah.
But like just like when you'd watch Phillip Rivers in the playoffs, and you'd be like, "What the?" You got to a point where you stopped being like, "What the fuck's going on here? Why can't Phillip Rivers?" You're just like, "This is the Chargers, and this is the Phillip Rivers era Chargers. They're good enough to compete. They're never going to win. That's okay sometimes."
I think he's Mahomes without the automatic make the play button, right?
Yeah.
Like in the last drive or in the first 3 quarters, it's 3rd and 8. You know Josh Allen's going to run for 9.
Yeah.
But then in the last drive, when it's time and it's 2nd and 8 and it's 3rd and 9, he does nothing. He does absolutely nothing. And that's the automatic Patrick Mahomes make the play button. Like Patrick Mahomes is making
the throw to the end zone. Patrick Mahomes is complete.
That was a bizarre play.
Yeah.
Like Romo again bailed him out, but he didn't really get hit. He threw it a fluttering duck, and then he had Diggs just running right across his face. Why is he trying to score on that play as opposed to because listen, scoring against Patrick Mahomes with 1.5 minutes left is kind of stupid. It's not stupid.
Okay,
you
well, I hear what you're saying.
But you
I
shouldn't.
think scoring is better than not scoring. I think scoring a touchdown. If you have the football,
hindsight being 2020, we see that if not scoring,
yes, if your choices are score a touchdown and give the ball back to Patrick Mahomes, or
not score,
miss the field goal and let Patrick Mahomes kneel the game out, I would have.
That's also giving the ball back to Patrick Mahomes. He just doesn't have to do it.
I would have probably scored the touchdown. Yeah, I don't know. I'm at peace with who the Bills are. Like it's fine. That's my ultimate reaction. Is just it's fine. It's fine.
There's a little bit of I got a little bit of.
They are who we thought they were.
I think I don't know if it's Twitter or this company. I think we put their fan base on a pedestal that I'm not sure that fan base deserves. Like we get all over Philly's ass for Bullard and everything, and the Bills fans are just chunking snowballs at receivers in the end zone.
Yeah.
They're just assholes. They're just are they fun in the parking lot going through tables? Yeah, but I'm sorry, that's just not that. That's not.
It's because it's Buffalo. That's why. I mean, Buffalo is an underdog. That's why. Like Philly's a major city in this country, and Buffalo is not. I think that's really what it boils down to.
And it's up in the Arctic.
Yeah, I think it's charming when Buffalo's doing it. I think it's the idea that like Buffalo is punching up and Philly is
not punching anywhere.
They're just like
they're punching each other because the players hate their quarterback.
Yeah, exactly.
Connor, morning.
Good morning. How's everybody doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine.
Why are you wearing an Eagle shirt? Season's over.
I'm wearing a Jason Kelce shirt because I'm glad one team can bring him happiness in the
Jason
postseason.
Kelce didn't even wear a shirt yesterday.
That's true.
Ebo's back.
That was a lot, wasn't it?
Hey guys.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah.
So
it's a lot.
Everybody talks about Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift generally, she's just in that. She's in the club. She's in the suite. She never comes out of the suite. She's just She reacts. She's yay. She does all that.
She's kind of
Jason Kelce's shirtless. He's running around. And he's picking up kids and all kind of shit.
Leaping into the stands from the press box.
Did you see Dave's tweet about it?
No.
If this was a player from one of your teams and he just got eliminated from the playoffs and then he's at another team's game, even if it's family, and he's celebrating and wearing their merch, would that bother you as a fan of the team that he's on?
No, because he's not a player of any team. He's retired. So he's
retiring, right? Didn't he walk back his retirement?
Yes. You know what I think he's doing?
What?
I think they're both going to retire together on their podcast.
And just become content creators?
That report came out yesterday, right? I forget who reported it, but somebody was saying that Travis Kelce most likely will retire at the end.
I think they're going to retire together. But would that bother you as a fan of the Eagles or whatever team this person was on?
No, I think that's what people think they should say. Oh, I'm a fan. That would really bother me. I don't give a fuck. Well, once we're eliminated from playoffs, go.
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't his brother, I would care. But it's his brother.
If it wasn't his brother, that'd be funny as hell.
You're just like, yeah. I mean, if he was just randomly at a Bills game with no connection to either team,
shows up and
he's partying, that would be weird for sure.
I don't know. I think he'd be beloved at that point if he just showed up shirtless to a random playoff game. Like, all right.
I know this is going to be shocking for Philly fans to hear, but I imagine Jason Kelce cares more about his brother than he does about the Philadelphia Eagles.
I would think so.
Yeah. I think like him supporting his brother. Now, the manner in which he chose to support his brother.
Yeah.
A little strange.
And he also probably hates his quarterback.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to your point about the whole Taylor Swift thing because I think last night is what really illuminated in my eyes that Taylor Swift has never been the problem this year. Like I used to
always the problem, dude.
No.
She's cutting to herself in the box, and it's like she's making it all about her. And she's like, "Did you see the way she walked into the stadium yesterday? Just like fucking walking.
Oh, I got
like,
feet. I'm walking.
Like putting one foot in front of the other.
I got shoes.
Waving at people and
being polite.
Shit like that. It's like we get it. You know, like make it about yourself a little.
See how she was in the suite. She was standing on the third row,
clapping when they scored touchdowns and shit. It's like making it about herself. Whereas Jason Kelce, I felt like he was
man of the people,
just a man of the people, and he's a guy who gets it. He's a guy who he was not really making it about him. He was making it.
I saw this and I'm like, that's a shirtless grown man
who jumped out of a window.
Yeah.
Now, if he does retire, he's an offensive lineman. He's What's the hot? I mean, 6 months before he's hot. He's going to be hot in 6 months.
Yeah,
right?
he'll
He'll lose all that weight.
Well, he already was sexiest man
alive now.
candidate.
Okay, well that's ridiculous. Come on. Come on.
I'll say about Jason Kelce what I'll say it about Taylor Swift. I'll say it about Donna Kelce. And we've said this on the show before. I think any family member at all in any sport that gets cut to more than like twice in a game, I'm over it immediately.
Is the worst.
I don't care how cool it is. I like Jason Kelce did not ask for the cameras to be on him, although
What's their alternative?
I don't think he was exactly shocked to learn that the cameras were on him. But yeah, that's I'm a fair across the board. All family members, I hate them all.
Good.
Like yeah, I hate seeing all the family.
You know who's won through all this? I think Brittany Mahomes has won through all this.
Oh yeah,
As
big to Jackson Mahomes too. When was the last time you saw that guy? We all hated him, and I haven't seen him forever.
We had to pretend in the last 3 years that Brittany Mahomes was the worst thing that ever happened.
Yeah.
And now she's just, oh God, I remember the days of Brittany Mahomes, how great it was.
What is Jackson up to? Does anybody know?
I think he beat his charges.
Yep.
He beat his charges, and now I think he's just laying low.
Let's see.
What were his charges? I don't even know.
There's some assault, some sexual.
Yeah, there's bad video.
Some bad stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's why I don't know.
I have an announcement real quick.
He is posting.
20 minutes until we talk about the vicious and brutal assault by Caitlin Clark on an innocent Ohio State fan. 20 minutes.